All right, so let's first, before we even dive into these problems, let's determine what they're looking for. In the left one, they're looking for the measurement of arc WX. So WX, arc, guys, it literally means the arc, so that means we're looking for that angle measurement. Now, if you look on the one on the right, it says angle WYU. So if I find W, I find Y, and I find U. So it's actually looking for that entire angle. It wants to know the entire thing. So you got to make sure to add whatever you're looking for. All right, let's jump back to the left. All right, there's a couple ways I'm going to tell you how to do this problem. You decide which way you want to do it, and you go about it. I'm going to show you two ways. First thing I'm going to show you is utilize, if you remember back in Unit 6, we talked about vertical angles. That's going to be utilized right now. Angles. If you remember what that is, great. That means if you have an intersection here, these angles are the congruent. So if you remember, this is 129. That means this is 129. We know that because they're central angles. Vertical angles means if this is 129, that's 129. Which makes it this central angle is, so does arc. So you can see there. Bam. So that's one way to do it. Let me show you the other way that we kind of just used on this last slide. So this right here, guys, is called a diameter, which means that this plus this angle adds up to 180. Okay, if we know that they add up to 180, we simply take 180 minus 129. You do some subtraction, you get 10, you get 1, you get 5. You get 51. Okay, so if this is 51, this V to X is also a diameter, which means that this one and this one have to add up to 180. Okay, so let's take 180 minus 51. Okay, cross that off. That's 7, that's 10, 9, 2, and then we still have the 1. So it means, again, it's also 129. Either way is correct. Remember, I use vertical angles in my first explanation. I go from here to here, from here to here, and then from here to here. In my second explanation, I use the fact that I know that diameters create 180 degrees. So that's why I went from here to here, and then here to here. You can use either definition. Alright, let's look at the right one. I need some more. So it says here I need to find this entire length here. I have no diameters. Guys, you should be able to know I have no diameters because I have no straight lines. See how that's kind of weird? That's not a triangle. That's not an angle or a diameter. So we know that this is X and this is X. We know that they're the same. If you guys look right here, these little angle markers means that those are the same. So it also is. So there's two ways I'm going to show you how to do this problem. Look right here. Actually, you don't even need to know that they're X. Look right here. I know that this is 55 and that's 145. I need to know this angle measurement right here of the arc, and then that'll tell me my answer, because my answer is this whole big angle. So if I take 360, which is the total, and subtract 145 minus 55, I'm going to get the huge arc left over. So if I take 360 minus 145 minus 55, it's 160. So that means my whole big angle is 160, which means the angle I'm looking for, which is WVU, is also 160. So that's one way to do it. But here, let me show you something else. Oops. It says here that this is congruent to that. These two are congruent to each other. That means whatever this is got to be the same. So 55 plus 145 plus X equals 360. I must add them all four of those up. They must give me 360. So if I were to simplify this, technically 2X plus 200 equals 360. Okay? So that means 2X equals 160. I got 160 because I took 360 minus 200, and I divided by 2, and I got X equals 80, which tells me that this is 80, and that's 80. Well, if that's 80 and that's 80, if I need to know the whole thing, just add them together, 80 plus 80 is still 160. So I showed you two ways to do this problem, guys. You're going to see a lot of problems that are going to be solved by multiple ways. You're going to have to get around that.